Hi, this is Colin. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a post to your website. We've got a shortcut button here that'll take you straight to the page for adding a post. You can also go to New and Post, or Post and Add New. I'm going to go ahead and take you straight here. Let's go. This is going to open up the page where you're going to create a post. Now, a post is just an organized page on your website, or a page on your website that can be organized into various ways to separate, to organize them into dates, put authors. It's something that would be used in something like a blog or a news section on your website. It can be thought of as something that's more of an ongoing thing that you're going to publish to your website, instead of where a normal page on your website would be something that would be more static, that doesn't change very often. Posts are just like a blog, where you're going to constantly, over time, you may continue to add more and more of them, and it's just a structured way to organize a portion of your website. For something like this, on your main page here, I've got a place set up on the website that's called News, where all your posts are going to be displayed. You can also create a separate page that would be a news page, and again, you could organize it or arrange it to display all your posts, and they're going to be displayed in chronological order and can be separated, and again, organized into categories, authors, and again, the date that they're published and things like that. So we're going to go back to here, and actually, let's go to your help docs. We're going to go to help docs, and you will find the section, the article on how to add posts. And this is just going to have your written instructions, and again, along you can go with the video. And from the menu on the left, we're to here, we've add new. And the first step is going to add a title. So let's just go in and add a title. Up here in the input where it says add title, we're going to go ahead and type something in. What are we going to do? More news. And on your directions, our instructions, the next step that I put on here is to add a featured image. I recommend going ahead and getting this out of the way, because oftentimes if you start creating your post and you do this and that and you get ready and you think you're done and you just go publish, you'll forget to add your featured image. So I always recommend just the next step. As soon as you get your title entered here, we're just going to go over here to the bottom and we're going to go to set featured image. And I've already shown you how to upload an image, so we've got something in our library. We're going to go ahead and just go add an image from our library, and we're going to set that as a featured image. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. Then the next step is to go ahead and add text and content. So all you got to do, this is your block editor, and I do over here, we talk about the block editor is just kind of like the word processor in WordPress that's built into WordPress, called Gutenberg. It's just a new editor. It's just a fancy way of organizing and arranging your posts, or any pages that you create. I've got just you can go here to a WordPress page that just kind of gives you a little overview as well. But basically, you just have to dig in and start playing with it. So we'll go back, and we're just going to, the way the block editor is arranged is each page is a kind of formatted section, or it has individual sections that are called blocks, that are formatted sections of the page, where you can arrange different types of code, paragraph, images, headings, various things, and we'll just get started. So we'll just type in something. I want to do this. Okay, so this is what's called a paragraph, and it's just exactly that. It's a paragraph. So once you've got one done, when you get to the end of the line and you just hit enter, it's going to start a new block. And over here you have a couple of ways, two main ways to change the type of block that you're going to create. You can use the plus sign over here, and it's just got a couple of short things. You can add a heading, and we can just type in a heading. and that's going to be within your page here. So it's going to be an H2. You can change the type of heading in case you want to make another heading and make it a subheading. You go smaller and it'll just arrange the size by default. Now you can also go full width. It's going to make it move over to the left. Let's go back to wide width. And if you want to center it, you can go here, and this is your alignment. You can center it up. You can do things like add a link to it if you want to highlight this and make it turn it into a link, put it where it links to a page outside of your website, type in your link. You can open a new tab, hit apply, and you could make that be a link. That's a heading. We're going to hit enter. Let's do something a little more creative. Let's go ahead and just go over here where you can see everything. And we can go down here to media. Let's add an image. And again, we'll just go to our library. Let's just add an image. And you just select your image. Again, you should have alternate text. Choose select, and we've got an image now inserted into our post. We can, again, align it. You want to put it in the center. If you want to put it to the right, you can also be sure anytime you click on it, you're going to be in what's called a block. And you can see over here it says block. If you want to round it, you can do that. It gives you a little crop effect of rounding. You can change the image size over here. You want it full size, make it a thumbnail, real small. Let's just go with medium. You can also just manually adjust the size. Just grab over here and just go real big, go real small, set the size wherever you would like. And let's go back to center. And again, on your image, you can insert a link if you wanted to. Again, there's many things that you can do to play around. You can copy it. There's various things that you can do from the editor. Let's actually go back. Thumbnail, medium. Let me reset it. Oh, there we go. Thumbnail, medium. Let's reset it. 100%. And there we go. And so we played around with an image. Let's now add something else. I'm going to add another block, and another type of image that you might want to use would be the cover. And we can play around with the cover. And again, let's go back to the library. Let's do this one. And now we have a cover. And with this, that just gives us the option to say alright, and from our cover we have, again, if we select it, we can go to the block portion. There's various things. We can move this image around, we can move it up and down, and try to just vary where we center it. We can make it a fixed, and that's going to make it scroll. The only problem with that is it's going to adjust for the width of your entire page. So sometimes if your image is too small, that's not always going to work out like you expect it to. But there we go. And you can put an overlay. You can play around with that. You can do gradients. Play around with the gradients if you wanted to. Put different gradients. You can adjust where they are. Adjust the angle. You can make it radial. You can do this and that, but you can play with an overlay, or you can make it solid. Again, we can just do whatever we want to and play around. There's all kinds of different options of how to set up your cover. Don't like that. There we go. Now the other thing you can do with this portion is if you didn't want this text right on top of the people, we can go and we can actually set where we want to align the text. We can put it over to the left, and there you go. And now it's out of the way. We show you again the way you do that. Just click here and go to align, and again we go back to the image itself. And again, various different things. And again, you just have to kind of play around with it. We'll go back. Let's go back and add another paragraph. More to try. But you can just look. There's all kinds of different options. You can add a quote, images. You can embed a video, a YouTube video. You can embed several things. There's all kinds of different blocks or widgets here that you can add. But mostly what you're going to be doing is adding an image here and there, possibly setting your featured image and putting your title for your page. And we come back here. So we're done with our content. Now we're going to go to Post tab at the top, and I have already set my featured image. Go to the Post tab at the top of the side panel menu, which is up here. So we go to Post, and then here we're going to kind of go through. We just got a few things to run through just to confirm. You're going to confirm that you selected the correct author. Be sure to select one or more categories. Let's go back. We've got the author here. I'm going to leave that alone. We don't need to do anything with the permalink. We can go to categories. And here we don't have anything. If we want to add a category, we can just add a category and say, we'll just say news. And we can hit enter. And it's going to put that. And we have now selected news as our category. That's just going to help with search, helping Google find you, and also organize it on your website. You don't really need to worry too much with tags anymore. Those aren't really the main thing. You want to do is categories for search and organizing the posts on your page or the news on your page. And now that we've done that, we've gone through, again, confirm that you have set your featured image. If you forget, and you'll post your page and realize you forgot your image. Once you've done that, now you're ready to publish. So we go back to the top, the blue button that says publish, just hit publish. And are you sure? Absolutely. And we have just published our post. So now when we go to our home page, and we go back, you can go scroll down, and here you can see now we have our new post showing up on our news feed on our website, and you can go select it, and your posts are all have it templated where they're going to already, you don't have to worry about any formatting. Everything is already set up for you. We're going to have this set up, and on your website you will have a template to where you don't have to do anything but, again, enter your text, and all that's going to show up here, and there you go. And that's all there is to it. Now you've created your first post, and it's going to show up on your website, be formatted. All you had to do was just make that page, put in whatever you would like, follow the steps, hit publish. If you change anything, you want to come back and realize you made a typo, want to add something else, come back, change it, editor, type oops, and we update that, and then we refresh, and there we go. And that's all there is. You have successfully, and we can go back once we're done. You can go back, click the button up here. It's going to take you back to your screen with all your posts. You can go back to the visit site, go back to your dashboard, and now we're back where we started. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you down the road.